Menwith Hill is essentially a spy base. It's a US military installation that is accused of industrial espionage in Europe. It is linked to the guidance of the bombers going into Iraq, and it will be used in Star Wars, if Star Wars comes online, for Bush's program to militarise space. What the base is another part of the world that is leased over to America, that is totally within their control, that is on our soil, that we have no sovereign right or no citizen's right to get information about, to get access to information about, to curtail or control the activities. In theory, at least, with the armed forces, with the British Armed Forces, we can put another government in power. That's the theory, you know, that another government might behave in a different way.
During the Second World War, the Americans came over here and sort of helped us, didn't they? There's perhaps another version of history to that. They are our allies, they were our allies. The political system then was probably very different, wasn't it? And they went away when the Second World War was over, but they came back, and Menwith Hill was part of that coming back. The British government gave the Americans large areas of land in this country. I mean, we as a campaign don't just concentrate on Menwith Hill, it is quite crucial, but you know, we're involved with all American bases in this country, and indeed worldwide. We're grounded in a deep opposition to weapons of mass destruction, particularly nuclear weapons. But then once you start looking into that, you get into this sort of whole question of American bases, what they're doing here, what the American visiting forces are doing here. So it's about bringing public scrutiny and awareness and chipping away, finding out what they're doing.
Bases like Menwith Hill, because they're out of the way, very rarely attract the kind of big actions on a consistent level. So what will happen is occasionally stuff will crop up in the way during the war. Opposition to the war became a focal point. That people say it's not enough just marching. We actually have to represent a genuine challenge to the military machine, in the way that some people broke in to the bases at RAF Fairford and attacked the planes there. They said, you know, morally we have a duty to do this. Other people said we have a duty to take our opposition to the bases, you know, the points of control that are near us.
We got documents out of the base, that's a whole other story. Going into the base and amongst the litter and amongst the pizza and the tea bags, old tea bags and banana skins, with these extremely interesting documents, and we put them together with the help of Duncan Campbell. Sometimes it's been about breaking the law in order to bring it to court to reveal unsafe law. We shouldn't need to do this. It shouldn't be up to the citizen to bring these places and bases to account, and you know what they're doing, which actually puts all our security at risk. The fact that the bases are there, particularly since September the 11th.
Menwith actually encapsulates another bit of America's might, that they exist. This base exists, it will do what it wants in defiance of any kind of democratic accountability, in the furtherance of democracy. Tony Blair's very keen that we should become active citizens, and that we should teach citizen classes, and people should be involved in their society and have a stake in it, and that we should all have respect. Fantastic. Respect our democracy, respect our right to know, respect our stake in our society, respect our right to be in a democracy.